Good afternoon, everyone. This is Tulika Mehra from AGV Services coming live today to help you out with your queries and questions that you may have regarding moving to New Zealand. I'll wait for a bit to join for my team and for our viewers to join in so that we can start with the session. Let's give them about a minute or two, and then we can start with the session today. Team, once you've joined in, please confirm to me if I'm live and audible to our viewers. Okay, so I can see my team joining in. Hello, Aniket. Okay, great. So my team confirms me that I'm loud and audible. So that's great. So we'll begin the session. I'll start the session by showing you all my license card. This is issued to me by the Immigration Advisor Authority. And this basically allows me to sit here and advise you on your migration queries. So I got this license on 19 September 2009, and it is valid for about a year. After every year, all licensed immigration advisors are required to get their license renewed on the basis of their performance in the year and the task that they set out by the advisor authority. So yes, this license I received after completing relevant courses of graduate diploma in New Zealand immigration advice from Toi Homai. So, well, after this, I'm sitting here and all ready to give you the advice that you need to make plans come true for New Zealand. Okay, just give me a second. So while people join in, I'll start by telling you a little bit about the company. So we are a migration and education company. The motto of our company is very simple, just like the motto, which is success through simplicity. And what we intend in doing is that if you do have any complex problems, we try to make them into small, simple, smaller issues so that we can simplify them and solve it out for you. Our topmost priorities, three topmost priorities, starting with New Zealand, then our customers, and then our employees. New Zealand, why? Because we do intend on bringing the right people, the people who will add value to the economy of the country. For us, people who add value is basically people who genuinely intend on going to the country, and even if it's for students, so they genuinely want to study and make a career out of for themselves. People who are going for work, basically they do again want to make a career out of themselves. They want to go up the ladder. So if people genuinely are going there to make a career for themselves, it is obviously that they will add value to the country. So this is our topmost priority. Coming down to our customers, we intend on giving them the right advice. No matter where they're from, we do a proper analysis of the profile and accordingly advise them what suits best for them and what will add value to them so that they can add value to the country. Third is our employees. We make sure that our employees are motivated, encouraged at all times so that they can serve well to the customers and make New Zealand a better place to live in. So these are our topmost priorities, and this is our motto as a company. And that's why I would suggest all of you to do work with a company who does prioritize these top three things, because they are very much important when you are planning to move to another country, because it is a very big decision. It involves a lot of financial effort. It involves a lot of financial efforts. It involves a lot of personal things that you might have to move around. It's a very big decision. And if you cannot trust the company that you're working with, I don't think you'll ever be satisfied with the work. You'll always be anxious if things are going right or wrong. So speak to us first. And I'm sure once you speak to us, you will be all willing to work with us. So this is a little bit about our company. Also, you know that we have 5 licensed immigration advisors in our company right now. That is myself, Arun, Navya, Mary, and Shireen. So Mary, Navya, and I are provisional license holders, and Arun and Shireen are full license holders. Out of which, so 4 of us come online on social platforms almost every week on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram so that we can help you out with your queries. We can assist our AGV clients who have doubts, and also our new viewers or clients who are now thinking of moving to New Zealand. So this was a little bit about our company, and I know that you all are very worried about the current situation, and it is very disheartening to see the entire world in a position like this right now. So I'll give you a brief about what's happening in New Zealand right now. So I'll start. So right now, New Zealand is in the level 4 alert system. So what does it basically mean? It basically means that we are in a lockdown right now. They are in a lockdown which started on 25th March. It is expected to last for about 4 weeks. So it means that basically everything is closed except for essential services. Universities are doing online classes. INZ has skeletal staff who are basically just focusing on applications for essential services, for partners for New Zealand citizens and residents. And in fact, also for partners of temporary visa holders such as student or work, provided the partners were primarily living in New Zealand. So if any of our clients or any new viewers are falling under this category, I would suggest please reach out to us so that we can direct you and advise you of the right pathway and what to do in such a situation. Moving forward, also I would like to inform you that while there's a lockdown and there is not much staff working in INZ, they are still accepting lodgement of visa applications. And this is actually pretty good because we can at least lodge the files right now. So by the time Immigration New Zealand opens up, we'll be ahead in the queue. If they build up a queue, will be ahead in the queue. Your application will be there and will be assessed faster. If we do wait for the situation to settle down and then move to the lodgement of visa applications, it may lead to a lot of delays, considering that they have been closed for some time and we are not sure when they are going to open. So I would request all our AGV clients who are currently working with us, please continue to work on your documents, whatever the documents that you can procure from your sitting at home. I do not advise anyone on going out and procuring those documents. So whatever you can get while sitting at home, please continue to work on them so that we can prepare your files. And as soon as all the documentation is complete, we can launch the files. So this would be my advice to you all, hoping that things will settle down sooner. Other updates are that if someone was holding a work student, visitor, limited, or interim visa, whose expiry date is from between 2nd April to 9th July, and you're still in New Zealand, your visa will automatically extend it to 25th September 2020. You are not required to do anything. Immigration New Zealand will send you an email confirming the same. However, if your visa expiry date was till 1st April, that was yesterday or any day before that, and you haven't applied for an additional visa yet for an extension of your visa, then you are technically unlawful in the country right now. So if any of our clients is in such a situation, or if any of the viewers are in such a situation, I please suggest you to contact our New Zealand team. I will give out the numbers by the end of this session. So I suggest you to contact a New Zealand team and they will assist you with the right course of action. Guys, this is very important to ensure that you are lawful at all times in the country. If your visa is expiring anytime soon, please get in touch with us. so that we can ensure that the additional next visa is filed in time, so that you maintain your um, status in the country. There are a bit more exceptions given out by the government, just such as that people who are working for Woolworth and Food Stuff Limited, they have relaxation on their visa conditions. So work visa holders can work in any role, and student visa holders can work for 20 hours. So there are some exceptions that the New Zealand government has given, and if you are in doubt whether you are eligible for these exceptions or not, I suggest that before taking any action, consult with us so that we can look at the situation entirely and confirm to you if you are eligible for an exception or not. Please do not try to interpret the instructions on yourself by yourself. We are a company with 5 licensed immigration advisors, and we can assure you that you will be guided in the correct pathway. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so as you all know that every week, all my fellow licensed immigration advisors, they have been picking up one institution each, and we attempt to give you all the necessary information about that institution. So before I begin with that, I would request all our AJB students, while posting your questions, please mention that you're working with us so that I can pick up those questions faster and respond to them. And all our new viewers, kindly, it's my kind request to please leave out your contact numbers. We do come online every week and try to give you advice, and all in return we want is that you leave us your contact number so that we can speak to you in detail about your case. So let's begin. For today, the topic is Whitireia, New Zealand. So Whitireia was formerly known as Whitireia Community Polytechnic. It is a government-owned and funded institution. So this institution was established as a community college in the year 1986. Yes, that's a very long time back. The new name Whitireia was adopted in the year 2011. So this institution, basically, they operate in collaboration with the Wellington Institute of Technology, which is very famously known as WellTech. They signed a strategic partnership with WellTech in 2012, and their aim is to deliver all the academic options and opportunities to students. They have about 135 programs, which include diploma, undergraduate courses, postgraduate courses, master level courses. So the institution has programs in a lot of disciplines such as arts, architecture, education, health, nursing, engineering, out of which a lot of these sectors are also in the long-term skill shortage list. And just give me a second, guys. So this institute basically has about 4 campuses, out of which 3 are in Wellington and 1 is in Auckland. At present, the institution has about 6,200 students, and for those 6,200 students, there are about 400 academic staff. So the ratio comes out to be 8:1, which is pretty good because about 8 students get an attention of 1 tutor, and it's not like 40 students are getting an attention of 1 tutor, which basically reduces the interaction with the tutor. And if you do have any doubts or queries, or you need extra help from your tutors, then they will be able to focus on your doubts and queries due to the small number of students that they have to look at. So this faculty ratio is pretty good. Also, they have a course. There are very 2 important famous courses, master programs that they've got. One is Masters in Management and Masters in Information Technology. So what is good about these courses? First, they are very budget friendly. This master's course will cost you about $31. about $31,500 in total. So for masters in management, you can specialize in a lot of areas. You can choose your specialization, which could be in finance, it could be in hospitality, it could be in marketing, or it could be an information system. So if you do choose, so going by the specialization, I'll give you, so hospitality could be a very great specialization if you are in that sector, because New Zealand is a tourism driven country. So if the tourism increases, the hospitality sector will increase. There will be a demand, more demand for people in that sector. Similarly, the IT sector, a lot of IT employments are there in the long-term skill shortage list. So yes, that means that there is a shortage of of people in those sectors. So yes, the demand is pretty high. Coming down to Masters of Information Technology. So this course basically means that you have to do a research. Basically, it means about data mining, cloud computing, business analysis, ICT, information management. There are a lot of areas, and there's the career options that you would have after doing this course is actually is also pretty wide. So you could choose to be a multimedia developer, project manager, communication specialist, network manager, IT business analyst, software engineer, security engineer. So there are quite a few areas that you can go in. And a lot of these career options are also in the long-term skill shortage list, which increases your chances of getting an employment in New Zealand. Actually, the chances are pretty high if you are in the LTSSL. So this was a little bit about the Whitireia Institute. So if you are considering going into any of these areas, I would suggest, if you are looking at doing masters in IT, this is a very good institute to choose. And especially if you want to move to cities like Wellington or Auckland. So Whitireia should be in your list. Okay, so this was a little bit about Whitireia. If you have more questions or doubts that I may not have covered right now, please feel free to write to us or get in touch with us, and we'll be happy to cover. We'll be happy to give you clear out your queries. Okay, so let's see. Let's come down to some questions now. Just give me a second, guys. My Facebook seems to have gotten stuck. Team, can you please paste the questions? Okay. It's fine. It's working now. Okay. So the first question is from Nadun Banuka, and he says, what will happen for future students with this situation? Nadun, as I said, that right now we do not know how long this lockdown is going to be for and what is going to happen after this. But hoping for the best, that situation will be handled pretty soon. We request you, if you are considering moving to New Zealand and going there as a student, stick to your plans, start working with us. There is no harm in start applying for the courses, because even the colleges will take some time to come out with the offer letters. So the sooner you apply, it's better. You are not paying any charges to us right now. You're not paying any charges to the college right now for getting an offer of letter and preparing your documents. So that's the basic you can do at this point, and you do have some time on hand as everyone is at home. Yes, we are working, but you can take out some time to get the documents and everything. So considering that there's no financial strain involved in this, you can start working on your documents and your offer letter. So please get in touch with us, and we will advise you accordingly. Okay, next question is from Maithili Satpute, almost Ajavian. That's great, Maithili. Working with Ruben, I wanted to apply for July intake. But with the situation, my IELTS was postponed. What's next then? Meetly, that's great that you're working with us. Yes, if you wanted to go for July intake, I know things have slowed down right now. So the only suggestion that I have for you is right now, stick to the July intake, give your IELTS whenever they schedule it next for you. And whenever that is, accordingly, we will take a call. So if it is too sooner to the intake and we feel that you will not be able to make it, we will get you a deferred offer letter from the college. But however, if you are able to put your application in time, then obviously we do not need to defer for the next intake. So I would suggest that you start working on your documentation. You can, Ruben, if you can please connect her with the one of the visa officers, and if you can start with the basic documentation, not a detailed one yet, because you haven't got the offer letter yet. So start working on the basic documentation so that by the time you do get your offer letter, you have everything in place, and it wouldn't take much time for you to for us to make the file for you and lodge it. I hope I have answered your question, Maitri. If not, please speak to Ruben and he will direct the question to us. Nadun Manuka says polytechnics are processing the offer letters in this situation. I highly appreciate your valuable response. Thank you, Nadun. Ganesh Kharka says, I want to migrate. Please mail me on this email address. He's left his email address. Team, can you please take a note of this and get in touch with Ganesh? Thank you, Ganesh, for leaving your contact detail. Next question is from Gigi Bellapalli. He says, hi, which level courses we get spouse visa? So, Gigi, you will get spouse visa for, you can get spouse visa no matter what course your partner is doing. If it's a level 7 or 8 course and is in the LTSSL, then you'll be eligible for a work visa. However, if it's not in the LTSSL and the level is just and the level of course is 7 or 8, you will be eligible for a visitor visa under partnership category. Or if you're doing a level 9, if she's doing a level 9 course or above, then you will be eligible for a work visa. So basically, only if the course is in the LTSSL or you're doing a level 9 course or above, you'll be eligible for a work visa under spouse category. I hope I have answered your question. I know that you have numbers, so please I have answered your question. So just leave us your number so that we can, if you do have any doubts or questions, we can address them. Next question is from Sudhir Isaac Joseph. He says, I'm planning to move to New Zealand for migration. Hi, Sudhir. Thank you for letting us know that you do plan to move to New Zealand. I'm really glad that you did come online on this session and left us with your comment. I would also request you to please leave us your number so that my team can get in touch with you and we can all assist you with your plans of migrating to New Zealand. Okay, this seems to have gotten stuck again. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, there seems to be some issue. Team, if you can post the questions on the group because I am not able to scroll down on Facebook. Okay, I'll come to the questions on YouTube for a bit then. Okay. There's a question from Alan Charlie who says, I'm planning for July intake to New Zealand. Can I process my application or shall I shift to November? Kindly suggest how's the situation right now. Hi, Alan. If you've been seeing the live session from the beginning, as I suggested, continue with your plans for July intake because right now we don't know how long this lockdown is going to be for. However, if there is a shift later on, if there is a need for a shift to a different intake, you can always apply for a deferred offer letter. I am not sure if you are a client or not, so please confirm to us and leave us your contact details. There's a question. Okay, there's a comment from Bag 747. He says you're live and audible. Thank you for confirming. There's a comment by lovely person who says I'm watching this video because of Tulaka. It's Tulika, Tulika. Thank you for your comment though. There's also a comment saying Jacinda Ardern recently mentioned that she will keep the borders closed for the next 12 months till a COVID vaccine is found. So this is actually, this news has not been confirmed yet. It's a possibility, but there is no confirmation that the borders will be closed. Once we have a confirmation that they will be, we will deal with the situation accordingly. So for now, please, if you are working on your applications, continue to work on them till we do not have a final response from the government. Okay. Okay, so I noticed Bag 747 has left his contact details. Okay. So next question is from Chinonso, sorry. He says, greetings. If I apply for a Bachelor of Nursing through AGV Global, can my partner accompany me to New Zealand? So your partner can accompany you to New Zealand only on a visitor visa though, because the level of course is not a level 9 and it's not in the LTSSL as well. So yes, the partner can come, but only on a visitor visa. Vakas Shah says, I want to do. I'm not sure, Vakas, if you can please leave your question in detail. Tonmai Ahmed says, I'm interested. Tonmai, please leave us your number and my team will definitely get in touch with you. Next comment is from Nazmul Kabir. He says, I want to migrate to New Zealand and he's left us his number. Thank you, Nazmul, for leaving your number. Our team will definitely get in touch with you and help you out with your query. Okay, guys, let me check. The Facebook is giving me a little bit of trouble. Okay, so the next question is from DP Kasekaran Chandrasekaran, and he's asking about the scope for masters in cybersecurity. Chandrasekaran, this kind of course is actually one of the first of its kind to be offered in New Zealand. Um, Also, the demand for trained cybersecurity has been for professionals has been increasing, and so they are trying to meet the New Zealand government cyber security strategy. So yes, the demand is increasing, and you can definitely go for this course. Also, the lowest paid employees are about ranging from $92,000 a year. So that's a lot of money. So yes, you can definitely go for this course if that's what you want to make your career in. I hope I have answered your question, but I know you have not left us your number or if you've confirmed if that you're working with AJB. So please leave us your number so that our team can get in touch with you. Okay. He also asked that if there will be a change in immigration law for international students in this year. Chandrasekharan, I cannot confirm you that right now. If there is, then definitely we will let all of you know if there is a change. But right now, we are not sure of the changes that may or will happen at all or not. Jay Patel says, when I reapplied for my dependent visa, which is a visa, I got an OIA request from immigration. I'm not sure if you can elaborate what OIA request you've got. Jay Patel, if you can please leave us your number and also write your question in detail, I would be able to respond to it. Okay, let's see if I have any update from my team. Okay, Chandrasekharan, my team confirms that you're working with Neha. I hope I've answered all your queries. If you do have any more questions, please get in touch with Neha and she will either address your queries or she will speak to us and we will address your queries. Okay. Okay, next question is from Mohsin Mia. He says, hi, ma'am, I'm working here in Singapore building construction company. Can I apply? Of course, you can apply, Mohsin, but I'm not sure what you're looking for. If you're looking for to study in New Zealand, construction is a really good, really good area to go in and study. So I would suggest please leave us your number and so that we can have an elaborate chat about your plans in New Zealand. Okay, so he has mentioned later on that he wants a work visa. What happens with work visa is that it's not very easy to get a work visa while you are not in New Zealand. So if you're offshore, getting a work visa can become difficult because to get a work visa, you need an offer letter, and companies will usually not provide you an offer letter if you're not even in the country, if you don't even have a visa to travel to the country. So yes, as I have told in my previous sessions as well, that this is a very it's a situation where it's a catch-22 situation basically. So if you need an offer letter to get a work visa and you can't get one offer letter till you are in the it's difficult to get an offer letter if you're not in the country. So I would suggest that if it's studying is something that you are, you wouldn't mind doing, then I would suggest that try and look for, as study as an option. We can definitely help you out with the courses and we can give you an elaborate details about what kind of career that you can look forward to in New Zealand. For that, I would request you to please leave us your number so that we can have a detailed chat about that. I think skipped a question in between from Ajit Raju, and he says, "What about supply chain logistics?" So, supply chain is actually a very good area to be working in. The salary range can be from till $110,000. Also, one of the areas that you can, you can go and work in, you can work as procurement manager, which is also in the LTSSL, which is in the long term, which means it's in the long term skill shortage list, and the demand for such people is really high. So if you are, if your previous work experience or qualification allows you to be going into a supply chain logistics, I would really advise you to go for it. If you are making a change from another area of work experience or studies, speak to us. It's not an issue at all. However, just speak to us so that we can ensure that that change is something that will not affect your career going forward. So Ajit, leave us your number, and then we can have a detailed chat over this. Okay, come down. Okay, next question is from Ajish Apu. He says, "Hi, madam. I'm an EJV student. I applied for July intake in Jan, but there is no update from the university regarding offer letter. So, is there any scope for July intake?" Hi, Ajish. I understand that yes, while the universities are doing their best and they are working on the offer letters, but the process is a bit slow because not everyone is working and they're working from home. So yeah, while I would suggest just hold on tight and stick to your July plans. We are checking with the universities on a regular basis and getting updates on the offer letters, but they have also requested us and all the other agents to please give have patience, because everyone is going through the same. And I would suggest hold on tight, and if the offer letter is not, we are not able to get the offer letter in time, we will take the right course of action and ensure that you go for the next intake. So just let's wait. We'll see. Speak to your advisor, whoever your advisor is, and they can write for an update to the university in a week or two. Let things settle down, and let's just give them the time to work on the offer letters. Mohsin Mia confirms that they have inbox the number. Team, if you can please check on that. Next question is from Ziad. He says, "Hi, ma'am. I am a civil engineer from Mauritius. Can I apply? And is there any prospect for civil engineers?" There is a very good prospect for civil engineers. The demand has been ongoing and sustainable. And my suggestion to you would be, if it's something that you would, you want to study in further, please choose it as an option. It is really high scope in New Zealand for civil engineers. Leave us your number if you're already not working with us, so that my team can discuss this with you in detail. Next is Shivanand. He has left us his number for work visas. Shivanand, I just explained how work visas can be a little difficult to get. Considering if you do have an offer letter, then great. I'm glad you've left us your number, and our team will get in touch with you. And once they, elaborate the entire idea to you about how a study option can lead to a pathway to residence, I'm sure that it is something that you will think it's worth considering. So speak to our team, even if right now you're feeling that student is not an option. Just have a chat with one of our team members and understand the pathway, how it works from student to residence, and maybe that will give you a push, because it is actually a very decent pathway to go if you're looking for residence in New Zealand. Okay. Let me just check if I have any update from my team. Okay. Okay, nothing yet. Next question, coming to next question, which is from Suhaib Ibrahim. He says, what about international students in Nelson? Will the recession affect them after studies? Hi, Suhaib. Thank you for your question, but this is something that even I do not have an answer for right now. If we do come across any such news of any such that it is affecting the students, we will definitely inform you first. I know that you're an EDP student and you're already in New Zealand studying. So hold on tight. Do not overthink. Do not get yourself stressed. Yes, it's a difficult time, and we don't know what other effects it's gonna have in future. So just hold on tight, stay positive, and as soon as things start rolling, we will let you know of all the changes that are coming through. Okay, so next, he also asked, what will be the scope of networking students after the studies? So networking actually in the LTSSL. The pay rate also for these kind of jobs is pretty high. It starts from about $61,000. So if you are looking to go into something like that, it is a good opportunity. Please speak to whoever was your advisor. Speak to them if that's something that you're looking to go in. See if it's relevant to your course. Because if you do plan to move to residence, your work experience and your qualification should be relevant to each other. It's a very important point. So if it is relevant to something that you're studying right now, then yes, please go ahead with it. Okay, next question is from Shivanandan. He says, I am a manufacturing engineer working in India. Can I get a work visa for New Zealand or if any other? Hi, Shivanandan. If I'm not sure if you've just joined, but however, I've explained how work visas work. It's very difficult to get a job offer letter from New Zealand if you're not in the country right now. So our suggestion would be, if you don't have a job offer in hand, the best option would be to go through study. You can definitely, go there as a student, study for about a year in the relevant course, in the relevant area, and then you can move up the ladder by starting working. You'll get a post-study work visa for about 2 to 3 years, depending upon your course. And you can work there, and once you do get a job that meets the requirements for a residence, you can apply for your residence. So I think study is a very good pathway. It will give you the qualification you need. It will give you the experience you need. In New Zealand, you will start working there. You'll get used to the lifestyle before you get into the working team there, in the working area there. It is a very smooth transition to residence. So if that's something that, if residence is something that you're looking for, I would suggest consider studying as an option. Okay. Okay, let's see YouTube now. If we've got any questions there. Okay, no questions there. Let's come back to Facebook. Muhammad Haram says, applying for study visa from Nigeria, tough as no embassy in Nigeria. Don't know how to go about it. Thanks. Thank you, Muhammad, for leaving us your number. Don't be worried if there's no embassy. There's an online system through which you can apply for a visa. I would suggest please get in touch with our team. You've left us the number. They will definitely contact you, and then we can take that forward from there. So it doesn't matter if there's an embassy in Nigeria or not. There's an online system as well where you can lodge your files, applications. So that's something that you don't need to be worried about. Next question is from Vihaga Chaturanga. He says, can I help me to find scholarship for master program? Vikaga, I'll be honest with you, getting scholarships is not very easy. I have not seen many scholarships being offered. However, you can definitely give it a try. It depends completely upon the university that you're applying for. So speak to one of our advisors, see which institute and which course you're going for, and accordingly, we will be able to suggest if scholarships are offered in such courses or not. Next question is from Laji Martin. He says, can I have the details on migration? Hi, Laji. Thank you for leaving us your number. Our team will definitely get in touch with you. Vihaga says, any scholarship? Vihaga, I've answered your question. If you do have any more doubts, please speak to us and we'll clear it out for you. Next question is from Deep Arsh. He says, now New Zealand immigration calling for interviews. Deep, right now, INZ is closed. And as I said in the beginning, that only skeletal staff is working, and that too on the application for essential services, or for partners of New Zealand citizens or residents, or for temporary partners of temporary visa holders for students and workers who were primarily living in New Zealand. So these are the only areas they're working in right now. So yes, though they won't be calling for interviews at this point, but yes, once they get into action again completely, and start working on the student visas and other categories, you can expect a call. Ram Prasad Pokhrel says 12 years of work experience. Hi Ram, if you can please elaborate your question or leave us your number so that our team can get in touch with you. Thank you. People, I noticed that a lot of you are not leaving your numbers or not confirming if you're an AGB student. I will not answer any questions going forward if there is not a number or a confirmation of being a student or not. So I request you all to please leave us your numbers. Okay. Deepar says, I have applied for student visa from India. Can I receive interview call these days? Hi, Deep. I've just answered your question. Hope I've answered it exactly what you were asking. You've got the answer. If not, please speak to us. Leave us your number. Ziad has left his number. Thank you, Ziad, for leaving your number. My team will definitely get in touch with you. Okay. Ram Prasad says, my brother is a petroleum engineer. Can you please tell me his opportunity there? Ram, I noticed that you have not left us your number. Please leave us your number so that I can answer your question. Similarly, Srinav has also not left us his number. He says, how is the scope of jobs in banking? I request you to please leave us your number so that I can answer the question for you. Okay, next question is from Vishal Trivedi. Again, no number, not sure if you're a student. However, it's a basic question. How long it will take to resume student visa process? No idea. I have no clue. We had no such update from Immigration New Zealand or the government right now. So let's see. Let's wait for the next couple of weeks and see how things roll out, and accordingly we'll have an update for you. So as soon as we have an Okay, I think that's the end of the questions. Let's skip to YouTube and see if we have any there. There's a question from Isaac Ibrahim, and he has left us his number as well. So thank you, Isaac, for leaving us your number. His question is: I have received an offer of place for Masters of Data Science in University of Canterbury for July intake. Will I be allowed to join the course online amidst the lockdown if the situation still persists during that time? Isaac, if you're not in the country right now, you've not received a visa yet. So you've not received all of that, I'm not sure. I don't. You cannot join the college the classes. So I am. If you have received your visa and if the course is yet to start in July, we will have to check from immigration and the college how are they planning to deal with the situation. There is no such update from them as of now. Thank you for leaving us your number. Speak to the team, and we will check with the college and immigration sooner. Soon we'll check with them about this once things do get settled a little bit, and we'll have a response for you. Not sure if you're a student or not. So yeah, speak to the team, and I'm sure we'll be able to help you out. Okay. So I'll not be reading of the questions where I do not see a number. Okay, there's a question from John Wesley, and he says, "Hi, I have around 2 years and 3 months experience in regulatory execution. Whether in New Zealand there's an opportunity in these medical-related MDR and FDA documentation jobs." Hi, John Wesley. As for your question, it seems that you're looking for a work visa. Like I've explained, that it is very difficult to get jobs directly in New Zealand. I would actually need to see a bit more your profile a bit more in detail to be able to answer your question. So I see that you've left us your number. Our team will get in touch with you and get the required details, and then probably I'll be able to answer your question better. Alan Charlie has left us his number. Thank you, Alan, for leaving us your number. Okay. Amal Rees Nand says that, "Hi, I'm currently studying MBA Finance in Ireland and I will finish it on January 2021 and looking for further good courses in New Zealand. Can you suggest some good courses?" Amal, I would request you please leave us your number. There definitely you can go to New Zealand and study further. However, I would suggest that you leave us your number and let the team speak to you. One of the student advisors will get in touch with you, see your profile. We will be also involved in the discussion and see what suits best for you, and will advise you accordingly. So my suggestion for now is to start to at least be a step ahead, to go a step ahead and become an AGV student, is leaving us your number here. Okay, let's see if I have any update from my team. Okay. So nothing here. I don't see any more questions. Let's skip to YouTube if you've got anything there. There's another person, Amal Nandu, who has left us his number. Thank you for leaving us your number. The team will definitely get in touch with you. In the meantime, I'll let you all know the contact details for our company. Just give me a second, guys. Okay. This seems to have gotten stuck again, having really too much technical issues today, it seems. Okay. So you can contact us on our toll-free number, which is 0800696977. This is a New Zealand toll-free number. For people in India, the toll-free number is 1800 You can also leave us you can always also leave us an email on our email IDs, which is info@ajvglobal.com or immigrationadvisor@ajvglobal.com. I'll repeat the numbers for you. So the NZ toll-free number is 0800696977, and India toll-free number is 1800 If you don't want to go through the process of calling on a toll-free number, the best is leave us a number here on this chat right now while this live session is going on, so that the team can get in touch with you and we can help you out with all your queries. Okay. Okay, so Ram Prasad has left us his number. So I'm going to read his question again. So he says that his brother is a petroleum engineer and he wants to know if there are any opportunities in New Zealand. Of course, Ram, there are a lot of opportunities in New Zealand. He can look working in the oil producing area, the water injection, water supply. He can look working in chemical treatment. So there are a lot of areas that he can go into. So, and there are a lot of job openings as well. So if that's something your brother is looking into, please speak to us and we will be able to give him the right course that will help him go up the career ladder. Okay, I can't see any more questions. Suresh Shingla says that my son is in petroleum engineering. Suresh, I just answered that question. I hope that has clarified your doubt. If not, please leave us your number and the team will definitely get in touch with you and we'll help you out with your queries. Okay, let's skip to YouTube. Amal Landus has left us his number and he is asking, is it difficult to get student visas after one rejection? It gets a little bit tricky, but not impossible. It is definitely not possible. It is very much possible. And we do have a lot of students who came to us after a decline and we've been able to get them a student visa now. It actually depends on how the file is presented to New Zealand, how well you are informed about the course you want to study. So it's something that when we work with a student, we don't work as that we're gonna choose the course that is very famous in New Zealand, which will get you through. We try to work with the student to understand what he needs in his career, where he wants to see himself 10 years down the line, and accordingly suggest courses. When such kind of a communication happens, when you're choosing the course for yourself, you yourself will be so well informed about the course, about the career opportunities, that it will be very easy for you to crack the interview. So I think it all depends on how well you know the positives that this course or the course of action that you are planning to take will have on your life, and how well the application is presented. So if that is something that you are able to do, getting a visa after a decline is not difficult at all. So speak to us. Even if you have a rejection, speak to us. We'll assess your profile, see why it was rejected, and what can we do now to mitigate the concerns that Immigration New Zealand would have raised with your application. I hope that answers your question, Amul. Okay, so my team informs me that the time is up. So I will end this session by letting you all know the contact details again, hoping that you will get in touch with us. You will not get disheartened with the current situation. Stay positive, keep working on your files. We are all hoping that things will get better soon, and you all will be able to go to New Zealand soon. So the toll-free number is 0800 The India toll-free number is 1-800-103-6525. Um, Please stay safe, stay in your houses, do not go around. Please listen to your government, follow the rules and regulations that they've placed. It's all for your own good. If we do that, we stay strong, I'm sure that we'll be able to get through this as soon as possible. So stay healthy, stay positive. All the best to you all. I'll see you next week again, hopefully with a better news, with a better situation. Let's keep our fingers crossed, and keep washing your hands, keep using a sanitizer, put a mask on, and take all the precautions necessary, because that's very, very important right now. So have a great day, and I'll see you next week.